Andy Hinchcliffe and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, Newcastle United are certainly getting into a position to compete financially with Manchester City, but last season's result. But there's no Jack Grealish after a knock he picked up, scored Newcastle's last winner against today's opponents themselves since the Community Shield. Australian referee Jared Gillett is the man in charge today. And it is Manchester City who get us back by Guimaraes. The cross is a long one, and
absolutely, they step into more central midfield position.
Rodri taking aim.
And it's always sailing over.
He's curled it across to Gundogan, who brings it under control. And an early blow taken by Newcastle with the first goal they've conceded this season, scored by Ilkay Gundogan.
It's too easy, far too easy for Gundogan just to tiptoe into the new. A lot of experience, they won't lie down and be beaten. They've just got to not let it get any worse. They can't afford to concede a second goal in the next 5 minutes or so.
Oh, looking to make another incursion. De Bruyne is through. Kevin De Bruyne is denied by Nick Pope.
It's exceptional though from Erling Haaland.
Now Gundogan with players to pull it back to, but looks. Flag was up anyway. No giving up when he felt the pressure from Willock, who might have been looking at a booking. Foden's kick doesn't get as far as Erling Haaland. Walker just gets across in front of Joe Linton. They're looking for the free kick, and they get it.
But rather than take it with his left.
Confident owner who lifts it in. Ake was it's St Maximin who pulls it back, and it was a good opportunity had Almiron been able to keep it down, but he couldn't. Manchester City in just the 19th minute here. De Bruyne's kick. Rodri. Botman back into the danger zone, and if he could have put more force in that, Callum Wilson, then Manchester City could have been in real trouble. It's Alan St Maximin up against Stones, forces the save, and Almiron, it just wouldn't sit up for him. But that's over here. So right across, and it's in! Miguel Almiron! But the flag is up, it won't count. Well, joyous while the moment lasted. And he made some crack about Riyad Mahrez.
What's back ever so well.
St Maximin. Fouled by Rodri.
I guarantee you, Guimaraes is going over to the ref.
And away goes Foden, and Fabian Schär gets there, but also gets a yellow card. De Bruyne plays it across, but Haaland had Botman. De Bruyne beautifully through towards Haaland, but it's a great starting position from Pope. It's away by Botman, but Gundogan fastened onto it so quickly there, and the defender recovered to make life more difficult for him.
Yeah, Botman got himself into a...
It's Callum Wilson! It's 2-1, and a first half turnaround from the new Newcastle United. Clearance by Botman with that early injury to Nathan Ake after. Before, they had to come from 2 down to win the title at the end of last season. Rodri tries to... Haaland, did he set off too early? Doesn't matter anyway.
But what a brilliant first half we've had here. 2 very different ways.
Stones did go heavily into his man, and Newcastle, De Bruyne. De Bruyne's kick that goes in, and it's to resume leadership of the table. Manchester eventually leaving the club, rebuilding his career on there. Saint-Maximin trapped back by Walker, whose boot was high across the back of Alan St. His kick cleared ultimately by Rodri. Rowley seems to relish. And another. Oh, he's hit the post. Well, he just ghosted through there and they couldn't live with him.
His touch was sensational.
There's Rodri coming under pressure again. Once again, great pressure from Newcastle, but there is a cost this time. There goes Alan Saint-Maximin at the other end. He's scythed down there by John Stones. And the ball hadn't travelled too far before the referee had the yellow card. Trippier goes for it! And how? What a stunner from the man that Manchester City let go! The former youth player there. Silva. De Bruyne with a cross. And it was one that Ron wants it returned. He's the man they've looked to, but Carl Walker. And it looked as though he got nowhere to go, Carl Walker. Joe Linton. Foden lets it run. Gundogan once again. And Cher. De Bruyne's cross. Rodri and Diaz both go for the same ball, and Haaland strikes it. And there's the ever-present danger, because Haaland lifts Manchester City hopes again. He relishes them through. Erling Haaland is denied. It's another huge save from Nick Pope. It's a head-in-hands moment for Pep Guardiola, who thought De Bruyne, and an opportunity that's taken by Manchester City. Bernardo Silva gets on the end of the clever through ball, and from a position of despair, Manchester City are level. De Bruyne lines one up. De Bruyne's cross blocked by Dan Burn. To roll one through, it's broken for Gundogan! And Pope does enough again, but the flag was up anyway. Combination in the end. It was the second attempt that Newcastle managed in the second half. It was a bit crude. And Trippier will pay the penalty with a card, and De Bruyne. Oh, it's a red! Off to Gundogan though, and into another teasing area. Haaland sticks out a leg, and this time it's off the target. And again, he's goal side.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. Oh yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my chick up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia. Oh yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took เธอมาก่อนเธอทำให้ฉันหลงเลยลืมทางออกแค่อยากจะบอกเธอทำหัวใจของผมละลาย